Morning, well, it's Hippy Trev here. Bit of an overcast day, but anyway, we're off on the job. We're over to Jody town to go and fix the fence, so roll the intro.
Hi, Hippy Trev here, and welcome to my channel. Hope you get something out of it.
Rightio, well, let's see this. There we go. Alright, she started. I'm sort of getting the hang of how to start this old girl. That starter motor's a bit dodgy still. But if I hit the switch in the right spot, it seems to help. But I think at the end of the day, I'm going to be pulling the starter motor out and having to rebuild that solenoid. I do have one test I want to do, which is on a cold start. I want to run a wire straight from the starter motor, part of the solenoid, just straight up to the battery, and then just touch the battery and see if it does what it does now, which is basically spin the starter motor over. Or actually, sorry. So I want to run from like down the solenoid. You got your main feed wire, and then you got another. You got your purple wire that when you hit the key is what throws the solenoid out. I'm going to run a wire straight, disconnect that, run a wire straight from that. Freehand and hold a freehand and touch the battery and see if it'll start without just spinning the solenoid. And if that tends to work out like that, what I might do is just put a push button on the dash somewhere and not use the key at all. So anyway, first stop, post office. I have first lot of my stickers going out. I've got someone who wants some stickers, so they're going to hit the post office. Well, I'm going to hit the post office and drop that in the mail and send it off to them. So as I said before, if anyone wants stickers, just send me an email with an address that I can post them to. And that goes for all overseas watchers as well. All right, hang on, just gonna close the gate. So yeah, that goes for anyone overseas as well. If they want a sticker, just send me an email with all your address and details, and at no cost to you, I will put a sticker in the mail. So we've had some pretty cold mornings. I'm in shorts this morning, because he's going to be in the car, and by the time we get over to Scaryborough, Jody town. Hey mate, what's happening?
Do you muck around with two-way radios?
I've got CBs and stuff. Yeah, what's up?
Oh no, I've got a great big bloody...
Yasu? Ham?
I don't know. Yeah, have to have a look at it one day.
Yeah, yeah.
Or whenever you want to.
What do you mean two-way, as in talk or just receive?
You know, they had an aerial up here.
Yeah?
And it's Wagner. It's written on it.
I haven't heard the brand, but is it like a big solid box?
About that long.
And about 10 like different dials and shit on it? It sounds like a ham radio.
Yeah, I think it is.
You're a licensed ham operator?
Me? No.
Never am I.
But
Legally, you've got to be a ham operator to use them.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's highly legal there. It's all registered. You've got to log everything you do, and you got to know Morse code, and it's a big. Oh. You can set it up and listen. Like my mate was all into ham radios and that. He used to talk on the 10-meter band.
Yeah, well, they used to have them when they travelled around Australia and that.
Well, I've got CB in here.
Oh, well, I don't know. If you hear of anyone that wants it.
I'm definitely interested. How much you got on it?
Nothing. You take the friggin'. It was here when we got here.
Where is it?
You can...
I'll pull over. Hang on. Make sure no one's behind me. Right, well, we're having a little bit of a distraction before we get going. Right, well, it's a bit of a. Come on, baby. There we go. Oh, get me. Rightio, well, okay, so I've just picked up this for free. This old guy just pulled me over then. Oh, I won't call him an old guy, but yeah, this guy's just pulled me over then and said, am I into two-way radios and shit? Which of course I am. And he said, I've got this one hanging up in the shed I don't want. So I asked, yes, please, I'll have that, thank you very much. So I'll grab that on the way home and I'll show you when I get home. So, oh, that is kick-ass awesome. Oh, he's a nice bloke. They moved here probably 2-3 years ago. So I don't know if anyone watched, I did a video. I don't know what I was talking about before, I don't care now. So I did a video I don't know, about 4, 5, 6 weeks ago. I did a drive around town here, just showing my friend Bernie. If you're watching, hey Bernie. Houses for sale in Biggin, there were only 7 at the time. Within 2 weeks of that video coming out, and it's not because of the video, but 2 weeks after that video come out, there was only 1 house left in Biggin for sale. Couldn't sell a house in this town when I landed here. Houses have been on the market here for decades, you couldn't sell them. So, anyway, I'm going to drop this stickers. Yesterday scored some of my passion fruits because I gave a lot of my passion fruits away this year because I don't really eat them. My vine threw off like 300 of them. And I just gave them away. Yeah, the vine threw off like about 300 passion fruits, which was amazing. And I just gave them away to Jen in town and plenty of other people. And he just said, oh, scored some of your passion fruit, mate. They are absolutely beautiful. So I suggested, he said his passion fruit vine's doing shit, so I suggested, mate, just grab one of the passion fruits, dry out all the seeds, plant it. I should be doing the same myself and grow one. So also, yeah, thank you, Joe, for that passion fruit vine you gave me. It fed a lot of people. Anyway, there's our postie. All right, let's get it on. I can't remember what I was talking about earlier, so that conversation is gone. Now, the other thing that happened yesterday, which I found extremely... Oh, don't do that! Oh, stupid bird nearly ran out in front of me. So yesterday I had... I needed to ring the... Get this up out of the way. Alright, I needed to ring the coppers yesterday on a personal matter. Nothing serious, just something I want to discuss with them. And when they hooked me up to Police Link, they remotely, this is no bullshit, they remotely turned my phone data on, and they turned on my location. Now, I never have my phone data on, hardly ever, only when I'm uploading YouTubes. I don't need my data on my phone, I do everything on the laptop. So I'm talking to them about what I'm having to discuss. The next minute, all these all these sorry about that. This cord's giving me the shits. So anyway, all of a sudden I started getting all these little pop-ups saying I got a message from, messages from YouTube and that. I'm like, what the hell? And I look, and my phone data was turned on, and I didn't turn it on. There's a little arrow up in the top corner near the battery. There was a little tiny arrow, I'll say that again. There was a little tiny arrow up near the battery where it shows you how much your battery is, showing location. And immediately after that phone call ended, I went to my settings and the data was turned off. The coppers can activate your phone anytime they like. True story. Anyway, I won't be rambling on much longer. I've got a car in front. I don't know whether I need to overtake him or just let him sit. I'm not that big of a hurry to get there. I've still got plenty of time. I also don't want to be tailgating him, so I want to keep a little bit of distance back. Looks like it's going to be another beautiful day up here in paradise. Last night was nice. It was, I didn't even have the heater on last night for the first time in probably 2 weeks. I never even had to run the heater. But they do say there's rain coming. I'm drifting because I'm rolling a smoke. So, yeah, I heard the kookaburras the other day and they did say there was some rain about, but we're already starting to warm up a tad, which is really nice. Meant to be 28 here on Friday. So, and hopefully I'm on the bike tomorrow morning. I had a friend drop in and visit me few days, well, geez, nearly a week ago now. It's been, yeah. I had a friend drop in and visit me, and after she left, well, not even after she left, so she dropped in and visited me, and I got up next morning, I was just picking up some shit lying around, and I found her bloody $200 sunglasses, or $150 sunglasses she got. Found her $150, $200 sunglasses sitting on the couch that must have fallen out of her bag. So, and she's like 100, well, 60, she's over 60 miles away. It was about 110, 120k away, thereabouts. And she hasn't been able to get back and get them. So I thought, all right, I haven't been on the bike for so long. I need a decent bike ride. So that would be like a 120, 130 mile round trip tomorrow on the bike, which would be really good. And I'll use that as an excuse to get on the bike and go and return her sunglasses, because I know what I'm like. With my, if I'd left my sunnies behind, I'd be back in the car the next day and over there and grabbing them. And anyway, yeah, this car is going to hold me up. I'm going to have to get around it at some stage. One-way bridges aren't breaking, not very good. Queensland and their stupid one-way bridges, and they build underwater bridges. When it floods, the bridge goes underwater. They build underwater bridges. Let's go. Woo! Hot dog! That's how we do that. God, I love this old girl. So the next job for Daz Boot is I've got to go and buy some V8 front shockies. I've got the springs there, and I'm actually going to pay JJ's, unfortunately. I'll get Ben from JJ Autos to put that in and give her a wheel alignment. I have put my own front springs in before, but they were only 6-cylinder springs. I don't think I've got the I don't think I can build them in the driveway, and I don't want to be pulling the springs out and get stranded in the driveway. They've got all the gear at the bloody mechanic, so it's one of the few jobs I have done it, but I think when it comes to putting V8 springs in, I haven't got the right gear. I do have spring compressors, but they're shits of bloody things. They don't fit up in the towers properly, and yeah, I'll just it only cost me a couple of $100, and it'd be, you know, for them to fit the springs properly and give her a wheel alignment, I'd be more than happy to pay a couple of $100 for that. So that's the next job happening to Daz Boot. I'm seriously thinking of getting some little stickers made up for the side of my front door saying exactly that, Daz Boot. I think that'll look shit hot, and most people won't even know what it means. If you think you know what Daz Boot means, leave a comment below. Oh yeah, beautiful day today. We're coming up to the only really tight corner between here and Scaryborough, and it is a tight little corner. And I certainly show this corner a lot of respect, especially when I'm on the bike. And as you can see, the campers aren't quite suited for high-speed cornering on a bike. They're all going the wrong way. So I should probably do a couple of shout-outs. Firstly, Brother Pete and young Oski, my #1 fan. How you going? Brother Ross, thanks for that delivery of the Melbourne bitter stubbies you brought up from Vic, mate. They lasted 3 nights. I don't normally drink beers, and I now remember why I don't drink beers. But You can't get Melbourne bitter stubbies up here in Queensland. So while Ross was down visiting brother Pete, he actually brought me home a box of Melbourne bitter stubbies. So I really appreciate that, Ross. Paul, riding Ruby over in America. Man, thanks for that shout out the other day. That was really cool, mate. Thank you for that. And good to see you getting out on your bike as much as you can. Damn, your laws over in the States absolutely suck. Especially when it comes to income and tax and shit. God, I hate this road. Is this 4B going to slow down or just shower me with rock? No, he's not slowing down. What a fucking arsehole. So yeah, riding Ruby Paul. Gasman 69. Been here since subscriber number 6. Woohoo! That's pretty cool, man. I really appreciate that. Best mate Al's down in Brizzy. Jace, I haven't seen you at the pub lately, mate, and the girls are going. The girls are selling up, and we're going to have new publicans, so now I have to train the new publicans. MCW, if you ever watch, you tell me you watch my vids, so I never really know, but you say you do, so my MCW and Kyla. And of course, big shout out to cute Jody. Oh, I better slow down. This is one of these one-lane shit roads. Temp gauge is running a lot hotter than it fucking should. Gauge, I'm up over 200 on the right gauge. There it goes. Fuck. Fucking know what's going on with this motor, but one of my temp gauges is saying I'm reading over 200. Shit, 220. What the fuck is going on with this motor? I think I'm going to have to give this radiator a flush. I think my thermostat's starting to stick. There it goes. I don't know what the fuck that's all about. But anyway. Did it the other day when I was going to bloody Childers. The fucking thing went around to 240 degrees. And anyway, big shout out to everyone else who watches. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Jody Town turn off. Goes coppers. Never see coppers out on this road. That was really weird. Hardly ever. And that was a police pod. So they're not a highway patrol. They're on the way to a job somewhere, and we don't have that. We don't have that pod in town. So that's a pod coming from Maryborough on the way to Biggerton, or somewhere that way. A thermostat problem with this car, I believe. What I might do is put a bit of engine flush through the radiator, and then give it a good give it a good flush out. I did lift the cat the other day, and it was very brown and murky in there. So what's happening? I've got two temp gauges. One temp gauge is setting dead normal. The other one's going up to 200, down below 180, back up to 200, below 180, spun all the way around to 220 before. The other day when I done a run to Childers and I go for a good flogging, getting past a whole line of cars, doing about 80 mile an hour. And yeah, I think think I'll be pulling the, dropping some engine flush through the radiator, give that a good run, and then dropping the hoses and giving it a good old bloody flush. It's just strange, it's only happening on the left side of the motor, left block. It's really weird. Now it's dropped right down to 140. Now I'm going back up to 200. 180. Yeah, something's not right. Fuck, now I'm going all the way around to 220. Now I'm below 180. And the weird thing, I've only got one temp gauge still. The other temp gauge is sitting 100% perfect, and the other temp gauge is going up and down like a bloody yo-yo. 180. Now, fuck. Jesus Christ. Oh, don't pull that in front of me, big fella. Got a bit of gear on board. We're pumping the radiator cap when I get to bloody cute Jody's place. That's for fucking trying to find out what's going on here. There goes a maniac. They're in a fucking hurry. I ain't doing no 100k an hour. They're doing about 140. They're gone. Yeah, this temp gauge is all over the bloody place. Now I'm down to about 150. Jesus. Straight round to 220. 200. Back down to 180. Something's definitely going on here. Oop, slow down. I think what I might do when I get to cute Jody's place is I'm going to drop the bottom radiator hose and give this thing a flush. See if that makes any difference. Alright, we're nearly at Jody's. Okay, we're nearly where we need to be. Oh, Harley broken down. Tilt tray. So we're about to pull up to the Chill Grill and Ride-In Airbnb. So if you're looking for a place to stay in Maryborough, this is definitely the place to do it. And Jody's a great hostess. She'll definitely look after you. So. And there's the fence just there that we're going to fix. We're going to straighten all that up. Rightio, Wells, we made it. Well, that was a pretty bloody interesting and almost scary run over. I'm going to pop the bonnet and see what's going on underneath there. So, and see what happens after that. So, anyway, Worlds. I'll catch you when we're out maybe doing the fence a bit later, so alright, catch you later. Oh, come on, there we go. Alright, I'll give you a text when I get home. Alright. GoPros. Oh, you recording? Yep. Now I've got to get out of hitting your fence. Rightio, well, it's job done, we're heading home. Well, that didn't quite work out as we expected. We had to just put some steel pickets in, hold the fence up. All the bottom of the fence posts were rotten off, so. Yeah, we just stood the fence up straight with some steel pickets, done it that way. I dropped the bottom radiator hose, I dropped the hose off the thermostat, I gave the motor a good flushing. So hopefully I won't have that temper gauge going up and down like a goddamn yo-yo on the way home. That was pretty freaky. Don't know what was going on there. Yeah, that was just weird, that temp gauge going up and down like that. Don't know what was going on. So I think what I need to do is I need to order a brand new thermostat and just put a brand new thermostat in the car. Just do that. I've got the gaskets at home. JJ's can get a thermostat in overnight pretty much. Won't cost me much. 15, 20 bucks, something like that for a new thermostat. Alright, let's go home. I'm going to quickly pull up here and check my water. Take you off and put you on the handheld. Well, we're coming into the big again, so I'm going to wrap up this video here. So that was weird, that temp gauge barely moved all the way home. Yet all the way over there this morning, that temp gauge was up and down like a yo-yo. Then I put the camera on it, nothing happened. So maybe dropping that radiator out and giving it a quick flush while I was at cute Jody's place, done the job. The other temp gauge always does run a tad warmer than that one, but it's definitely up a bit higher than it should be for that side. I still might do that, get that shit, do a full-on engine flush. Might be time to change the thermostat. Blaze up once and play up again, but there was certainly a lot of brownish, shitty, mucky looking water that did come out, which is strange because I did have the engine sort of flushed out when I first put it in here all that time ago, so I don't know where all that brown shit and muck comes from. Anyway, that was a good trip home. Temp gauge stayed where it's supposed to, no dramas at all. So anyway, well, I'm going to end it here. I've got to pull up the super, get a couple of things, pull into home, grab that radio. Might even show you that when I get home yet. So anyway, well, you know the drill. Stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and I'll catch you later. Bye.